Hello, Clive here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. In the previous episode, we tackled the House of Hope, so we completed everything. We defeated Raphael, we have the Orphic Hammer, we freed Hope, and so now we have to go and discuss the ramifications of our actions, which could be mitigated a little bit, but it will require us to do a little bit of a talking and negotiation. Alright, so let's head in there. Let's go through the portal again and head back.
So you wormed your way into the Devil's Lair, risked mind, limb, and freedom, all to steal the Orphic Hammer. I hope your ambitions end there. I have already told you that the Githyanki Prince only wants to see you dead. But it seems you still do not trust me.
Alright, so we can try to appeal to him. It's not going to be that big of a deal, really, depending on what we say. We start talking about Orpheus should not be dominated. It does lead to a little more red flags by him. So let's do a little bit of I do trust you. I just have to have insurance.
That is not my definition of trust. You are falling into the same trap as the Chosen. Their distrust of one another is their undoing. We must not make the same mistake. We must work together.
Alright, so we can tell him either that we will work with him or that we will not use the hammer. Either one. So, if you have Lae'zel in your party, she's going to be a little more vocal about what you should do because she wants to free Orpheus. But not having Lae'zel in the party, it isn't that big of a deal. So we can just say, hey, I promise I won't use the hammer.
I wish I could trust you. But that you felt you needed to have it at all tells me that you are not worthy of that trust. Nonetheless, our fates are bound. And in the absence of a happier union, I will accept a useful one. You may think yourself ingenious for having slain a devil, but you have merely ironed out a wrinkle. The Elder Brain will not be such an easy foe. It is time we resume our journey to find it.
Alright, for the most part, it's going to be the same outcome. Okay, let's go talk with Karlach now.
Careful, soldier. I'm burning really hot. Had a nice break in the hells. Now that we're back, my engine's in overdrive again. Let's move. A trot will take my mind off being barbecued alive.
Okay, so we're kind of done here. Let us go back downstairs. We need to talk with Helisk.
Don't waste a step.
Yeah, she's going to want to get those gloves. That's the deal we made with her. If we didn't make a deal with her, then we kind of would be done. Oh, she's encumbered. Okay, well.
Trips to the hells are usually one way, especially when the traveler causes the kind of trouble you did. I knew you were a thief, didn't realize you were a killer. Raphael's death is already causing quite a stir across the hells. It's a rare thing for a mortal to slay a devil of his stature. In all the excitement, I hope you didn't forget our bargain. Do you have the gauntlets?
Yes, I do.
Hand them over, and our deal is done.
Alright, they're all yours.
Thank you very much. Your coin is always welcome here. And so are you, Devil Slayer.
Okay, she does sell stuff, so that you do get a little benefit from that. So she is open to trading. And that's going to be it for that part of the quest line. So there are still a few things, but I do need to clear out my inventory because Shadowheart's struggling to walk. I'll go take care of that, and then we'll pick up the next quest. Alright, and we are back. We are actually inside of the counting house, and at the very bottom in the vault, the high security vault area. The reason why we're here is because we did get that number 8 key from Viconia. when we were doing the rest of Shadowheart's questline. And that number 8 key, we never did use it, so we might as well use it now and see what's in there. So it's number 8 is going to be probably one up here. This one right here. Okay, so this is pretty much it. It's a bunch of information. We can look at that. And so here's the book that she has. Alright, so this document talks about some dossiers that she had for the Patriarch dossiers. And these are these documents right here. Patriarch dossiers. Right here. Yeah, and so this document is pretty much talking about some of the wealthier families in Baldur's Gate, and it's kind of like a blackmail document that has information on them. So that's pretty much it. So what we're going to do now is let's go ahead and head to the Baldur's Gate waypoint. Alright, we're at the gate waypoint, and let's head on over to the west part of the city, where we're going to encounter a little bit of a issue. It's going to bring back someone from our past. Yeah, so let's go over here. So this is where we are on the map. This is where Elarithan's home. So this is the same house that we went to. This is south of the House of Grief. And this house right here is the one we want to go into. Talk to this gentleman here. This is Janeth's estate. We won't need persuasion. We can just talk to him.
A good day to you, sir. I apologize, but Lady Janeth is not currently welcoming visitors. If you are here with regards to her recent marriage, you may leave any gifts or warm wishes with me, and I will ensure she receives them. Forgive me. As you can hear, Lady Janeth is indisposed at present. Please come back another time.
And you are?
Tarhun Nemonis, butler to Lady Janeth, esteemed patron of the arts. At least I am most of the time. Lady Janeth wishes for some time alone with her new spouse, and has sent her staff on holiday accordingly.
You can just say, can I come in? Or you can also find out more information about what's going on. So funny way to spend your holiday, stood outside your workplace.
In ordinary circumstances, I'd appreciate her generosity more fully, but, well, I prefer to be here for when she changes her mind.
Can I come in?
Were you to try and enter, there'd be nothing I could do to stop you. After all, I am on holiday. Do as you wish.
Alright, so let's go in here. So if you have someone with the invisibility eye, I can see invisibility. This should make it a little bit easier. If you don't, you might want to use a potion of invisibility seeking or seeing, because there are going to be spirits in here. Let's go down here. Yeah, there's some in these rooms, and it causes the fight to start. So we can pick them off pretty quickly. A lot of these are going to be fairly quick fights, but they're going to be quite a few of them as you like unveil them. And this is a great place to get some experience as well. We're going to skip this part. We can go up the back way. Let's go up this way, and we'll just go straight through the front. There's going to be some interesting items in here. Okay, kill these guys. So these are all poltergeists, which kind of gives a indication of what's going on. Yeah, these poltergeists should not be any problem at all. Alright, so let's go to the top here. You can do the same. You can go this way if you go through the door. It's like actual door right here that takes you up the stairs. So if you want to go that way, you can. We need to break these candelabras. Yeah, those are going to get undead coming out of them. So break any of those candelabras that you see. They also do this psychic damage on you if you don't break them. Alright, so this is the second floor. There's gonna be more over here. Let's just open the door and break this one. Oh, okay. Getting exploded. Alright, let's take this one out. Yeah, it's a little hectic with all these things popping in and out of combat. But it's not that difficult. You don't take a ton of damage either. The skulls will cause explosions, so you need to be careful about those. In order to break the skulls, you will need to have somebody with a bludgeoning damage weapon. Alright, so what you need to do is you need to equip a hammer, or just a mace or whatever. And then you can just run up to these things and break them, these skulls. There's going to be quite a few skulls, so you might want to keep this thing on you. Yeah, so it's just as quick as that. We just take out those skulls. You have to put your weapons on your hotbar. But let's go in here first. Let's talk with Lady Jeneth.
Oscar, if you're still in there, listen to my voice. This is not you. Please let me help you.
All I hear is the grunting of a swine. Come closer so I can rip out your filthy tongue.
Stop this. I love you, Oscar. And I know you love me.
It's your gold I love, hogwife. But all the riches in Faerun would not be enough to make a life with you worth living.
Oh, gods aid me. He does not mean the things he says. You! Help subdue him, but be gentle. He's not to blame.
Alright, I got a little battle here. You don't want to hit Oscar. You want to take out the other people. So we need to come in here and try to uncover them. There we go. One of them saved. You can also use Fairy Fire too. That also works. Or just any AoE in general. Alright, so we took out those three.
Now, not that I'm ungrateful for your help, but... Wait. Your face is familiar to me. Yes, I've seen it before in Oscar's sketches. You're the one who saved him from the Zentarim.
What in the hell is going on here?
I imagine this must be quite a shock. Hardly the Oscar you remember. Not long after the wedding, he lost his appetite, fell into dark moods. He started to avoid my company entirely. Artistic temperament, I thought, but it worsened. He became violent. Called me some rather imaginative names. I hesitate to say it. Something unnatural has taken hold of him. Oscar has been possessed.
Yes, that much is obvious.
The last time I left this room, the walls started bleeding, and a portrait of my mother tried to bite me. Flying furniture and screaming portraits I could deal with. But to see my husband reduced to such a state... I can't come within arm's reach without him trying to strangle me. And he calls me such vile things. It hates everyone, but it loathes me. It's not him. I know he would never hurt me. And I promised I would let no harm come to him. As you can see, I've already failed. It's obvious he needs more help than I can give. Please, you saved him once. You must find a way to cure him.
Where should I start?
Oscar's behavior began to change shortly after the wedding. He became withdrawn, working obsessively up in his atelier. I tried to take him some food, but I couldn't cross the threshold. It was as though the house itself didn't want me up there. Whatever this thing is, it doesn't want anyone going up there. I swear it's in the walls, watching.
Okay, so we did free Oscar, or I guess, get him unconscious. So we can loot him. He has a key. This key is upstairs, and there's a gold too, of various amounts. And Oscar is from Act 1, whenever we freed him from that hidden lair, which was it was just past. It was actually underneath where we freed the Duke, or the assistant to the Duke. And so it was under that area. So we freed him, and if you didn't free him, I am not sure if this quest will be available. But it might be. But I doubt it. So if you didn't free him, then you probably wouldn't have this quest in the first place. We need to break these things. Yeah, we broke that. Okay, good. Alright, so there's quite a few of them. They're just spread out everywhere. So we can just go ahead and take them out, and then head up to the top area. So one more floor is where we need to go. You probably want to focus on these candelabras first. And then focus on the ghosts. Alright, there are a few skeletons up here. Oh, they knocked me down. Okay, let's get Karlak. Yeah, let's check out these skeletons. They have a knockback, which is very annoying. Get to them pretty quickly. And this was the last one, I think. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that should be it. There's some stuff up here, but we can take care of that. Get this one. Oops, man. I'll have to get some, like a rest or whatever. Yeah, so we'll do that in a minute. Alright, so if we go up here, we need to go to this room here. This is the top floor. This is where she said, yeah, there is a hidden wall right here. And there's actually a note down below that talks about a hidden wall. But you can uncover it as well. just by being up here and having high perception. So if we click on this easel, this is like a easel, like it's missing artwork on it. And if we go back here, we can see what that artwork is. Oof. Alright, so this is the artwork, the painting of the Smiling Maiden. And this is a cursed object that we cannot destroy. It's got like a little red haze around it. Probably see that from here. Yeah. We can't destroy this thing by normal means. We have to use a special way to destroy it, which we will find out about it soon. Let's open this chest though. In here, there's a letter to Oscar Fervis. And if we read this, it's a letter from the mystic Carrion, which is somebody we've already met. So if you didn't meet him yet, this is the quest that takes you to him. So we'll have a quest to go there now. And we can talk to him about this painting and what to do. He's going to want a couple of things, but we'll have some options when we get there. Let's go back down and talk to Lady Janeth. Alright, so we'll talk to her.
Did you find anything in Oscar's atelier?
A letter from someone named Mystic Carrion.
Oh, not him. Carrion calls himself a spirit medium. His morbid services are something of a fad among the nobility. From what I've heard, it's invitation only. He has a mansion down near the water, a forsaken place, dank and decayed as he is. You must find Mystic Carrion. If he's responsible for this mess, he can bloody well clean it up.
Alright. There is another option that he talked about his other lover, the older woman that died. So that's another option. And if you go to the very top, there's also a book about necromancy. So you kind of get the idea that he's like dabbling with necromancy and then making paintings and making them alive. So Mystic Carrion is all the way over here in the Filgrave's mansion, which is conveniently located next to the Heapside Strand. So let's head over there now. Alright, here we are at the Heapside Strand waypoint. Let's go down and go back into the mansion here. So there's a couple ways you can get into the mansion. We already opened the door with the lockpick. So we're going to follow up on the quest. So we need to talk to the Mystic Carrion. He's going to have an item for us.
My spirits told me you were capable, yet you stand in my presence, and Thrumbo is nowhere to be seen.
I came to speak to you about your customer Oscar. He is possessed.
The painter. Yes, I remember. He wanted to contact a tormented spirit. I gave him exactly what he desired, and for a pittance, given the complexity of his request. His inability to follow simple instructions is hardly my fault. If he wanted his safety guaranteed, that would have cost him extra.
Who is he trying to contact?
My clients are guaranteed absolute privacy in their consultations with myself and my spirits. I assume you came to me seeking an exorcism? I can provide you with the means to perform such a ceremony. But you understand, this is my livelihood. First, you must do something for me.
Can I just pay you instead?
So ready to part with your gold? To save yourself the bother of helping someone? Perhaps you are more like my usual customers than I thought. Very well. you may purchase Oscar's salvation if you can afford it.
Here you go.
Then the Torch of Revocation is yours to use. Use it to destroy the painting of his self-destructive lover, and her spirit will be forced to vacate his body. I hope he is grateful for the price you paid to help him. Generosity like yours should never go unrewarded.
Alright, so we got the Torch of Revocation. Of course, there's several ways you can do this. You can actually go and help him with the quest to find the undead guys. Or you can kill him. Those are all things you can possibly do. And what we want to do now is head back over there. Alright, here we are in the house. And we have the torch. So let's go ahead and go upstairs. Let's go to the very top and burn the painting with the torch. And hopefully we don't have to fight anything else. There's other things downstairs, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Let's keep going up here. And there is the painting.
The portrait is ice cold to the touch, filling you with a sense of overwhelming dread.
Alright, let's give this to Karlach. And let's have Karlach hit this. There we go. Here's the spirit here.
Oscar. Where is he? Where is he?
Alright, let's go back downstairs. Alright. There's Oscar.
Who are you? Get out! Get out!
Please, Carrie, my darling, listen to me.
You brought me here. You did this. Do not interfere. He's coming home with me.
Calm yourself, Shade. We can resolve this peacefully.
Another one who wants to control me. He called me here. Trapped me. Pathetic little childish boy.
I only wished to explain myself to make you see how...
No! Enough of your whining. Enough! Selfish, arrogant bastard of an artist. I wanted to be left in peace.
Please tell us what happened to you.
And how does that help me? Or is it just to help him? Why does everything always have to revolve around Oscar Beverus?
Oh, my sweet Carrie. What did I do to you?
Save your tears for the ethereal play.
I don't care if you're a spirit. Touch him and I'll break you.
What are you saying? You're trying to confuse me. It's so hard to think. I don't remember.
Carrie, my sweet meat. I just need to know that what you did, that it wasn't my fault.
Why am I here? I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be.
The spirit's aura flickers, changes. She is confused, lost, dragged here unwillingly by a man who refused to let her leave.
Calm, spirit. Tell us your fate, then your soul shall be freed. I swear it.
Fine. If Oscar wants the truth, he can have it. We were a fling, nothing more. My decision had nothing to do with him. I did this because I was so fucking sad. All the time. Oscar finds it easier to imagine a world where women kill themselves over him than one where they have their own bloody problems.
I'm sorry, Carrie. I had no idea. But I was truly not to blame.
No, you weren't.
So you and your poxy paintings stay away from me! We're done, Oscar. Over. Now let me rest in bloody peace.
Alright, so that's done.
Gods, what a mess I've made of it all. My sweet Firelia. I've been a rotten fool, haven't I? And yet you never left my side.
It will take more than a ghost to scare me away. Though I wish you'd come to me sooner.
What will you do now?
I'd like to stay. I confess I never felt ours was a marriage of substance. I rather thought you just liked me for my art. Throughout my ordeal, I saw how tenderly you cared for me. Even at my worst, you never left my side. Truly, you were the one who saved me. I'm so sorry, my darling.
I wish you both a long and happy marriage.
Please, before you go, I must pay you back. Come upstairs to my atelier. I promise you'll leave with something priceless. Immortality.
Alright, so that quest is done. We do have to go upstairs and talk to him again. Well, we'll do that later. It's not that important, really. So we did complete the entire artist quest line. There are definitely multiple ways you can handle this quest line. And we kind of chose the quickest way, which was to pay the Carrion the gold. But it does tie into the Carrion's quest line, where you have to go find his undead minions. But that's going to be it. I thank you for watching. Appreciate all the support that you show the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.